From the students of Penn State Meteorology, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
And a good morning to you. I'm Penn State Campus Weather Service meteorologist Connor Friedhoff here with the morning forecast. Pristine sunrise out over our Beaver Stadium cam. It's 21 degrees, but it feels like 14 because of that wind out of the southwest. So we're getting off to a pretty chilly start, as is for much of the rest of the Commonwealth. We're mainly in the 20s in the central part of the state. A couple places are reaching 30, like in Indiana, and in a couple more places in the state, like in Erie. But for the most part, we're mainly in the mid to upper 20s as of right now, trying to reach the 40s in some spots today. Now, the feels like temperatures are going to make it feel like we're pretty much in the dead of winter, which in State College, you might as well say it. It's 14 here, it's 17 in Franklin, 20 in Johnstown. So those temperatures are going to make, at least feel much colder than they actually are. In terms of change, you have to look how drastic some of these temperature changes are, especially in State College. 20-degree difference, at least 20 degrees colder in State College today, 15 degrees colder in Scranton, and 8 degrees colder in Johnstown. So we're feeling it. We're feeling much, much colder after yesterday. Compare that to places like Madison, Wisconsin, Springfield, Illinois, Louisville, where in some places they're getting 15 to 20 degrees warmer than yesterday. So much different over there in the Ohio Valley and the Midwest compared to us. For the national scope, the Intermountain West seeing those 20s, but now down in the South, we're seeing 50s and possibly 60s as we get started. So they're off to a very brisk start in terms of getting up to their highs today. Future weather, we have to look at this next storm system moving in. It's probably going to affect us today. We have some rain showers making their way across the state line, and it's going to bring State College some showers. In the central part of the state, also going to see some showers as well. But up in the northeast, in Scranton, anthracite country, you could be seeing some wintry mix, possibly some freezing, so you have to watch out for that, especially if you're driving late at night. Wednesday, we see some clouds move through the region, but quickly recede. The main thing we want to talk about is here on Thursday. Of all these rain showers making their way in from a low pressure system, it's going to mainly affect the northwestern portion of the state. They could see accumulations up to 3/4 of an inch. And again, up in the mountains, we do see the idea of some wintry mix, possibly making conditions much more treacherous. And this will continue into Friday as well, as these showers will make their exit, but another system will be making its way through on Friday, making conditions just as treacherous. There'll be a low pressure system hanging out around in the Mississippi River Valley over here in Illinois, but it's going to quickly track across the east through the Ohio Valley and into the Mid-Atlantic region. You can see how fast it's moving in, see that rotation. By 3:30 on Saturday, the low is centered around here in Ohio. You have snow showers to the north, rain to the south. We could be getting either. We could be getting a mix as well based on the temperature profile of the region once we get there. For Super Bowl Sunday, we do see these skies pretty much clear out. It's going to be a much more pleasant day for if you have any plans to go watch the big game. The main thing we want to talk about here, these upper Hara heights showing us how drastic some of these conditions are. Mainly have these cutoff lows down here in the southwest, influencing conditions up here in the Ohio Valley and in the Mid-Atlantic. This pattern is going to continue. It's going to be a very wavy pattern, and this is the type of pattern that we associate with these persistent storms. You can see this large dip in the 500 millibar jet, and that continues. There's another system all the way out here in the Pacific Northwest. This is just going to continue over and over again. On Thursday, it's down here going up into the Ohio Valley. That's influencing that storm. And on Saturday, we have another wavy pattern forming, and it'll be tracking across the country as we speak. Now, for the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, again, very cold in the west, but over here in the east, you have all these chances of higher temperatures, and that's going to basically make most of the precipitation we get is going to be rain, and temperatures are going to be in the 40s and possibly 50s with at least how consistently warm conditions have been. For today, we're going to reach 45 degrees. We have some fairly gusty winds, but we have the chance of a shower after 4 p.m. and going mainly around towards 7 p.m. And that rain chance is going to continue into tonight. Temperatures dip down to 35, not quite at freezing, but it might feel like freezing based on the winds coming in from the south. We do have the chance of a shower up until about 1 a.m. And tomorrow, temperatures could reach the 50s in some spots in the lower lying areas of central Pennsylvania. But for us, mostly sunny skies. The winds do stay around, but they won't have too much of an effect as they have in previous weeks. For the 7-day, we have that very much soaker of an early weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Saturday is where we have a chance of some wintry mix, but Thursday and Friday is where we have the most rainfall, at least the potential for the most accumulation, especially in the northwest part of the state. But as we get into Sunday and into Monday, to start the next week, we'll have much more pleasant conditions ahead. From the Penn State Campus Weather Service, I'm meteorologist Connor Friedhoff, wishing you a wonderful day.